Oh, zoomed in there. Hello, welcome back, Felix here. Today on Storm Clear, we're going to have a little look at the damage. We've had two massive storms. First one topped out at 89, and the second one topped out at 71.9 or 71.2.7, something like that. Basically about 72 in the end. Top wind speed was 97, so I was correct on that one. I said 90 to 110 miles per hour gusts. The Met Office was 17 miles per hour off that one. They were 48 off the Isha, so they're out of the last 10 storms we've had. That's including snow. They've been wrong in 7 of them. Like, to a decent extent of over 20 miles per hour off the wind gust. So not 20, 10. Because I say anything up to 10 is acceptable to a degree, but, well, not acceptable, but not as bad. When you start seeing 15 miles per hour down, 20 miles per hour down, 48, in the end it was actually 50 miles down from what we actually got to, there's so many flies out today. I got told today that Scotland is the worst place for mosquitoes, but I have to say it's got to be the southwest. There is so many flies out today. I don't know if you can see them, huh? There's a few. Put my head over my mouth. I'll just move this way away from it all. That's just where the access drainage to the sewer network underground, because we have loads of them here, so maybe it's that, but it's usually alright. You can see we've got bits of debris, some squirrel holes, just one's come down, little bits of debris, quite a few big bits down here. As piles of leaves and some branches. Out the front there's a few branches down, and plant pots went racing, but not really anything too extreme. There's a few twigs stuck in bushes. Up here, lots and lots of twigs down. Plant pots blown around, chunks of debris. There is loads of sticks, lots of ferns. But look at all these sticks. So I'm just going to walk slow, but look at them all. This is all fresh because we cleared them not long ago. Because I made sure we got rid of them all. And this is all from Isha and Jocelyn. Look at them all. And we've got a few big ones there. Half of our buddleias collapsed, and so's the rhododendron. The whole backside's collapsed. We've obviously got bricks hanging out. We've got a few bits hanging out here. We've got a new branch there. That one's old. Those 3 there are new. That tree there has come down. There was a big one there. The top of that tree's come down. The branch there, which has come down. There's a branch there which has come down, and that's all on our property. Looks like actually people have been chopping our trees down as well, or they've been dumping waste. Or actually no, it might not be. It might actually be from trimming. It might be from trimming some old bushes and stuff which has come down recently, which has been put there. Make sure that gets sorted. See, not too bad, but there's just sticks and flower plots and all sorts that started around. Paths around the house have got lots of debris. Out the front isn't too bad. And the tree next door, oh wow. There's a big one in the tree up there. Oh, that's a big sneeze. Like I said, there's some bushes which have got some damage out the front, some flower pots. Quite a lot of one of the hedge did just blow everywhere and they start to come down. we also had quite a substantial number of twigs, and to be fair, some branches as well, come down out the front. Oh, my tailbone is horrific today. It is hurting. This has made its way. This has definitely moved. And this chair moved because we put it back over there and it moved. This flower pot should not be down there. This bush looks like it's got a bit of damage. Shows that one. It's got a bit of damage on it. See this, how enough that plant pot's fallen over? I don't know. And there used to be a candle in this one. I think this snapped and fell off and the glass smashed on it, I think. I feel like water in there. Shouldn't have water in it, it dries the candle out. Plant pots. That might be the broken bit of bamboo, which has just been the sharp bit cut off. But it's a debris in that one. I want to have a good look at some branches and twigs there. Some bits of stuff down the oil tank side. That was good. Bits of that. I've never actually been able to do that. It's kind of... Ow. Quite a bit of the woodlands. Oh, wow, there's some big ones in there. So these branches, if you can actually make them out, have come down. This one used to be there. That one used to be on there. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all fresh. And that's what I'm talking about, that bush. See, that's all come down there. Wow. I never actually been able to get up on that way. All I did was put one foot on the flower planter and just push myself up. It did hurt my tailbone a lot more than it's already. I know there's a proper name for it, but yeah. There's a bit of damage to this one here from it maybe rubbing from the wind. Just bits of bramble which have snapped. Quite a few bits within the bush which have snapped and fallen through. I'll definitely have to take a trip to the woods because there's also quite a bit of damage over there. Might as well take this boy down. It's actually got some still attached pretty well. There we are. Let's send that one over there. Yeah, I didn't do too much extra. Probably wasn't the smartest idea because he just tore the bark off a little bit more, but that whole section across there is coming down soon. To be fair, this whole buddleia, you can see it's all starting to crack there. We've got cracks going up here, we've got cracks over there. We've got a disease. This one will come down. And also, because of the El Nino weather event, the El Nino weather event does mean that we are more likely to get extreme weather and very bad storms. I wouldn't be surprised if we have our highest number of very named storms in a single season. I think the stormiest season, maybe like 20 in a single year. So yeah, I think we're going to have the stormiest, definitely. We've had the highest number of low pressures and storms in a single month. We've had the highest rainfall per day on quite a few of these days now. The most damage and highest number of deaths. Millions of people without power. I'm waiting for the big one. There will be a big one soon. The jet stream's getting to that point. It's not moving as quickly as people would have thought. So it is very unpredictable. But it's getting to a point where it's slowing down before it rapidly changes. And I think as it slows down, it's going in straighter lines, and then it snaps, and that's what's causing these big storms. Is the jet stream's incredibly volatile because of the polar vortex and of the El Nino and all that. So when we get that 23 degrees in February, which is highly likely, and potentially even 6 degrees in July, which would be insane if that occurs. Or we get 50 to 60 degrees in July. There's literally there's no easy way to predict it other than it's going to be extreme. Basically, El Nino is just a time of, just a time in, over the years. So I'm not sure how to pronounce it because it's no real long time. For the longest impact was 18 months. So it's anywhere from 6 to 18 months of extreme weather, or, snow in July and 23 degrees in February, that sort of thing. Warmest winter on record yet. But then we are meant to have our coldest summer on record yet. And I prefer, actually, I'm not too sure which way I would have preferred it. Because if we had our coldest winter, we would have had a lot more snow. But in the same way, I do not want to have our warmest summer. No, I've lived through 39.8 in my house, and that was not enjoyable. So I think we're going to get a big one soon. I think if the jet stream's in a straight line, the storm can not straight line, so it wiggles, but not too much for the storm to leave. And it's very volatile because of some weather event in America. If it's already got a powerful hurricane or something which is onto it, so already developed, maybe across America or something. Actually, that's not the best. That's not the most likely. Really, could happen, but it's rare. But if that did happen, more likely with El Nino actually. But if it's developed not long after it's left America, it rapidly develops across that curving jet stream. I think we could quite easily see a very bad storm, and if the jet stream curves at the last minute quite violently, powerful, it spins that low pressure out of control, and it hits, to be fair, if it hits the north, it destroys more weak buildings, but if it hits the south, it has a higher impact on infrastructure. I think if it hits the south, it would be probably worse. Southwest would be the worst spot for it to hit, and because of all the trees and everything. I do think it will be 180 miles an hour. This will be gone. I am tracking one at the moment, but it's not likely to develop into a storm like I thought, because what was supposed to happen is 8 weather fronts were going to wrap around each other, and it's a very rare phenomenon. But it never happened because obviously it's so rare. It's not likely. But I would expect this buddleia to come down over the next couple of years. It's healthy to a degree, it flowers every year, but the trunk of it, which is the most important bit of the tree, other than the roots. Actually, the trunk is the most important. The bit of the trunk which connects the roots through the layer of soil to the rest of the tree is the most important bit. Because see, it could snap there, and then it's the roots. Actually, technically the most important bit is the leaves, because without the leaves, the tree would die. But then without the roots, the tree wouldn't stand up. So I think most of it's important. Actually, all of it's important. But obviously, for the tree to survive, it also needs the leaves, pine needles. So any trainers I've got have already started falling apart. So I'm going to take them back and dodgy manufacturing. Because I used to drag my feet, but I don't do that anymore. I can't do it with these ones. The grip is really good, so you cannot do it. It's just people make stuff cheap. There's no such thing as good quality objects anymore. It's just cheap rubbish. Just so it falls apart quicker, you have to buy new ones quicker, and just so the companies can continue, making multi-billions and making everybody else poor. Not all companies, but the majority. Like I said, not all companies are like that. Some make very good quality products. I know a lot of businesses in my county, because they're small, to start with, they make very good quality products. You pay £8 for a burger. Here, you get the biggest burger. Actually, I paid $13 for it. The meal probably would fit inside, probably fill, like an average football would probably fill more than that. And all that for £13. If you go to London, you can't get a brownie for £13. It's more expensive. So, yeah. So, I'm looking at buying a fleet of trail cameras soon. Probably 4 of them. So I'll have one facing the bird table. We'll have one facing the woods. And a burglar alarm going off. And we'll probably have another one facing the woods, and then we'll probably have one facing the garden. We'll see what sort of stuff we get at night, and then we'll time-lapse it. But the main ones would be one in my bedroom window overlooking the woods, damage and all that. One looking at the garden, seeing the damage, one at the bird table, and probably another one at a different angle of the woods. Obviously, try and keep it out of sight. Bit smelly. Maybe that sewer is blocked. Ugh, stinks. Vulgar. Maybe we'll have to have a little look at that. Because I don't know where, I don't know where it comes from. Because usually they would stay out on the main road. Well, I don't think it's just ours, because I think we have a septic tank, I think. Yeah, I think we have a septic tank. Whatever they are, where all the rubbish goes into a tank, and I see. We don't know. We don't even know if we have them. We just think we do. So, see some marks on the wall where something's tried to get up. That was not me. I was over there. That tree. I think if we had a 150-mile-an-hour storm, we would really struggle, because you see this one. Look at all that rot and decay. This tree isn't even that old, and look at all the bark peeling off it. It's the whole way around, really. I think we've got these rotten trees. The remaining 2, or technically the top of 2 have come off, and actually the top of all 3 have come off. So we've got those 3, and we've got the buddleia, which is not doing well. You've got this one over here, which isn't doing well. So the whole woodland's a dying woodland to a degree. So, although there is a lot of needed growth. I wonder if I actually put the dogs away. I've left the dogs. Oh, bananas. I've left the dogs in the lounge with the lounge door open. They're not in their beds. I wonder what the Quella's done. She likes... Actually, no, she's already been to the toilet. She should be okay. Casper's been to the toilet. I like to think they won't do anything anywhere. Casper doesn't really do it. It's the Quella. She needs a toilet. She'll just do it wherever she wants. She's the devil. She's a devil. Yeah, I would say if we had a big storm, we'd lose all those dead ones. We'd lose a good number of these, to be fair, because they're in that stage where they're starting to harden up. So, looks like this one might have come down. Oh, that ground! Yeah, the whole thing's moving. Yeah, this ground's drenched. Wow. I would say if we had a storm 150 mile an hour, most of this woodland would go. It's just at that stage in its life, the young trees are at that stage where they're starting, like I said, to strengthen, gain a bit of trunk strength. It's not as flexible. They're too tall. They're starting to strengthen up, but they're not at their strongest point. And if they were flexible, they would probably survive. If they were strong, they would survive. But they're in between that. They're going through that phase. That one's dying. The one behind it's dying. That's dying. I mean, you can see how much is still coming off that. We've got bushes which, are weak. All the conifers on the side of the house have all fallen down. They came down in units, actually. The whole lot just came down, falling on the house. All these rotten trees would go. I would say a good 80% of the woodland, 90% of the woodland would just fall. Those trees over there are getting to the sort of age where they're going to start falling. So I would say if I live here for another like 10 years, I would see most of this woodland full. So I actually want to do something which is, I'm not too sure when I'm allowed to do it, but obviously I'll be able to do live streams on my phone soon, which would be good. But I would like to potentially do a fundraising. So, a pound a tree or whatever deal I can actually get. So we'll plant a young tree in an area, we'll do our little research and all that. We'll see what species is there, and then, just plant a tree. I think that would be very good. Replace the ones which fall down. Obviously you have to ask permission and all that, but I think that would be a really nice thing to do, and we could keep track on how many trees we plant, and each year, if we beat a record each year, I'll invest, I don't know, £500 into planting another 500 trees, and if we keep beating the record each year, I can plant another 500 or maybe 1,000 trees every year, and we'll see by like 2050 if we can reach 100,000 trees. 1,000,000 trees would be nice. £1,000,000. And I can trust you, there will be no profit from me. I prefer it to go to the nature and the trees rather than be my profit. I'll take 25%, it doesn't work like that. Fundraising, there's no tax on it, so it's all tax free. Literally anything that gets fundraised gets put towards that organisation or whatever you're trying to do. So that might be a nice thing to do. Help the nature recover quicker than it would. Maybe chuck a few big trees in. So every now and again, I might invest a little bit myself. Might do like a 45 grand. Well, probably wouldn't do 45 grand. Maybe like a 10 grand fundraise. Or maybe plant a big tree in an area which is wiped out, so it can reseed itself as well. Just help. Because most of the time they cut the trees up which has fallen. They don't put anything back, and yes, you've got new trees which will grow there, but if you just put, a tree which is like £500, say, it's developed enough that it shouldn't die. It's not tall enough that it'll fall over, because obviously its roots aren't strong enough. That sort of thing would be nice.